Hey guys, I am here in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. I hope you can hear me, it's pretty windy out here. I am actually standing just outside of the house where I met Kembe for the first time. And we just had a very emotional reunion with Beth McCool, and she is the woman who ran this house as an orphanage the entire time that Kembe lived here. And so, you know, it's not every day that she gets to see the kids who left her care. And Kembe was 3 1/2 when he came to live with us. He was 3 1/2, so she has not seen him since. And you know, he's now 10 and almost as tall as her. So we had lots of hugging and lots of tears with her seeing one of the kids that really, this is, you know, these kids are her legacy. These kids are, bringing these kids in and getting them into families is what she has done here for many, many years. She has been in Haiti for several decades. So she's an amazing woman. And they did orphan care for a very long time. And I will say the reason that we decided to adopt from Heartline, adoption ethics, that was super important to me. And so I really did my research when I was looking at places to adopt from, and I wanted to make sure that the child that we adopted did not have parents who could care for him. I wanted to make sure that he had not been trafficked in any way, that, you know, a mother had not been coerced, and that is how I landed here. And just a string of events that I ended up, you know, becoming very good friends with some of the employees here, because we came here for the course of 3 years while we waited to adopt him. And one of the reasons that it took so long to adopt Kembe from this particular place is they don't bribe. They don't pay bribes, which is a thing that a lot of people do in the process of adoption. And if you don't pay bribes, your file doesn't move very fast. So we chose this place because of their ethics. And I also knew that when Kembe's mom came, she was still alive when she dropped him off, that she was sent away for 3 days to think. And she brought him back, and she did die within that year. She was in a desperate spot, and that is the type of children they take in here. They didn't want to take in poverty orphans, kids that just could have made it if the parents had more money. So the ministry, Heartline Ministries, after the earthquake, completely changed course, and they decided that they did not want to separate kids from the birth families anymore. And they really wanted to focus, not that they're against adoption, obviously pro-adoption for kids that really need it, but they really wanted to figure out a way to keep more kids with their mothers. And they felt that the best way to do that is through prenatal care, following women throughout their pregnancies, having a safe place for them to give birth, and then offering them resources after they give birth. So it's like super emotional to be here and like see what they're doing. But so this house that used to be an orphanage is now full of pregnant mothers, and I'm gonna walk you through the house really quick, so you can see exactly what they do. And so today, let me explain what happens today. Today is their prenatal day. So, crying on Facebook Live. So women that are in the prenatal program come here once a week. They get classes in the morning. Today's particular class was an emphasis on breastfeeding, because there are some cultural issues with breastfeeding here. And if you don't know this, this was actually true in the U.S. Back in the 50s. There's this kind of concept that only really poor people breastfeed, and that it's embarrassing to breastfeed. So they're doing a lot to sort of change those perceptions of breastfeeding. And so they had a class with the women this morning on breastfeeding, and then now all the women are waiting to be seen by a certified midwife, and they're very serious about their prenatal care. So every woman who works here, including Beth, who used to run the orphanage, went and got her midwife certification, and my friend Tara, who became a very good friend throughout this process. And if you don't read her blog, Live Say Haiti, blog. You definitely should. She's an amazing writer, but she also got a midwife certification, and so they all work here now, checking out pregnant women who otherwise would probably not have any care. So I'm going to walk you really quick through the house so you can see what they do. So this is a little courtyard, and this room I'm about to walk you into is actually the room that I met Kembe in a little crib, and it is now it now serves as a place where they do appointments with, there's Tara. Hi. And this now serves as a place where they do appointments with pregnant women, and in fact Tara just left the room to call in another patient. Oh, go ahead. So they have 2 appointments running at once, and we will pop out and give them some privacy, but this is another nurse practitioner, so they have 2 patients that they see, and they have managed to get a really great computerized program going. And as you can see, they've just made these rooms really homey, but this is the room I met Kembe in. Oh. All right, we'll give them some privacy. And this is just another appointment room. Someone else getting checked out. This room is their birthing room. So most of the women will give birth here. And as you can see, they have really made it nice. This is, I think, hands down, probably the best place to give birth in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and it's just a huge benefit for them. Now, there are times when they will have to transfer to a hospital. In fact, they had to do that last night. We flew in this morning, and we were staying with Troy and Tara, who you just saw, and Tara was up all night last night with a woman who ended up needing a C-section. And so when that happens, they take the women to the hospital. What is really sad is that they have issues getting the women admitted, and so sometimes they will drive to up to 3 hospitals trying to figure out, it's okay, come on in, trying to figure out where to take the women. So they ended up taking her to the hospital in Mirabelais, which was built by Dr. Farmer. If you've ever read any of his books, he was an incredible philanthropist and doctor who did a lot of help and still does in Haiti. So if they are not able to birth here, they will take them to the hospital and make sure they get in if they need a C-section. And a couple years ago, actually a group of us raised money to buy them an ambulance. So they now have a working ambulance so that if a woman's in trouble, they can get her to the hospital as quickly as possible. But most women will give birth right here in this room. Okay, so I'm going to keep walking you around. So this is the kitchen. They, as you can see, are sorting out vitamins to give women. Hello. And there's lots of babies around too. And then out here they've got this lovely porch where the women can wait for their appointment. And I spent many, many moments with Kembe on this porch right here. So that is what they do. It's a really incredible program. And if you have been ever looking for a place that you wanted to support, maybe you feel like you have a little extra funds and wanted to help someone in need, this would be a really fantastic place to give your money. So they are linked to their Facebook page up at the top. And if you like what they do, I would really, really encourage you to donate. You can give a one-time donation, or you can do what I do, which is just give to them every month and just have an auto draft out of your bank for whatever amount you can afford. But they are doing really good things here.